Hey guys, today's topic is about Helm. This is a Helm introduction. So we'll be seeing about what is Helm, why we need Helm, what is Helm Chart, and how do we install Helm, create our first Hello World Helm Chart, and we are going to see the structure of Helm Chart and what are the basic commands that we use in Helm. Okay, so let's get started. So what is Helm? Helm is a packaging manager for Kubernetes applications. It is used in repeated installation of Kubernetes applications and services. And with Helm, we can do these things. Create a chart from scratch, package these charts and transfer it to some repository where we can use it for later, or any other developer can use those templates and create their own charts. We can interact with the repositories, like I said, how we can push the charts to the repositories, or we can pull the existing templates and rewrite our charts. We can install and uninstall charts into the Kubernetes cluster, manage release cycle of charts, install with Helm. This Helm is a graduated project in CNCF, that is Cloud Native Computing Foundation, and maintained by the community group. So these community group, they post the different templates of the charts where, as I said, we can use for the developers or production group in the later time. And there are three concepts in Helm, that those are charts, repository, and release. Okay, next question is why we need Helm. So before using Helm, if we are going to deploy an application in Kubernetes cluster, we need to write a deployment YAML manifest file and a service manifest file for each deployment. So that is okay if you are deploying one or two applications in the cluster, but imagine if you have to deploy more services where you have more microservices, and for each of them, if you are going to write a manifest file, they are going to be a lot. So in that scenario, this Helm helps a lot. So in this, you are creating a template. So if you are writing a manifest file for one application, and if it's the same thing for all the services, so you are just going to use the template and just change the values wherever required. So in that case, you save a lot of time and those templates can be used again. Okay, so when deploying an application on Kubernetes, it is required to define and manage several Kubernetes resources such as pods, services, deployments, and replica sets. Each require to write a lot of manifest files in YAML format. In the context of complex application deployment, it becomes a difficult task to maintain several manifest files for each of these resources. Furthermore, templating the manifest files and providing configuration parameters externally can become crucial, which will allow to customize the deployments. Dependency management and version control are some other important factors that has to be considered here. So as I said, Helm plays a vital role in automating the process of installing, configuring, and upgrading complex Kubernetes applications. This Helm simplifies this process and creates a single package that can be advertised to your cluster. What is Helm Chart? As I said, a chart is a collection of ML files that describe a set of Kubernetes resources. Helm Chart helps to define, install, and update the most complex Kubernetes applications. Charts are easy to create, version, share, and publish. As I said in the earlier slides, you can create your chart, share to the repository, and publish on the repository. The charts can be shared by adding to the repositories, whether it can be a public or private. If it's a public, it can be used by anybody else outside the organization, or if you are creating it as a private, it will be in your organization where your teams or organization members are going to use those charts. So the charts can be used in the stored in the repositories and can be used by anyone and modified instead of creating a new chart from scratch. Helm charts are simply Kubernetes YAML manifests combined into a single package that can be advertised to your Kubernetes clusters. These packages are called charts. Once packaged, installing a Helm charts into your cluster is as easy as running a single Helm install. So there you are going to just write a single command like Helm install and followed by your chart name. It's just as simple as that, which really simplifies your deployment containerized applications. You can search for Helm charts either in Artifact Hub or in the community group where you can see number of posted charts on Helm Hub. So it's your choice. You can see for whatever is required by you either on the Artifact Hub or Helm Hub. So what are the advantages of the charts? So it's manage complexity. That means instead of writing different manifest files, so which are going to be more complex to maintain, you are just using the templates and modifying those charts, and easy to share, as I said, and easy to upgrade also. So you're just going to say like Helm upgrade your chart name or release name, which is going to do your task. And it can be rolled back, as I said. If you are not happy with the latest version of the chart, or if you want to go back to your previous chart and you want to create again from the scratch, it's as simple as that. You just have to roll back to your previous ones. So next is how to install Helm. So Helm can be installed in different ways, either from binary version or from the script. To install from binary, you are going to download your desired version of Helm and unpack this folder and move to your desired destination. It's usually user local bin Helm. So there you whatever is you downloaded, it is going to be stored in that location. And to install from the script, run these following commands: ssh curl fssl, run this command, and then you are changing change the mode of that by typing this chmod, and then type this get helm.sh. So there you go, you are ready to use your Helm. And Helm is like it's like you use yum or apt in your Linux. For Linux you are going to use yum, and for Ubuntu you are going to use apt package. It's same like that. This Helm is also a package where you use, instead of yum or apt, you are going to use Helm. So let's see how you to once it's installed, you can just check whether it's installed correctly or not by typing Helm version. So it's going to give you the version of the Helm which you installed. That means you are good to go. Helm can also be installed through package managers for different operating systems. For Mac OS, you are going to use Homebrew. For Windows, you are going to use Chocolatey or Scoop, and for Ubuntu, you are going to use apt, and so on. So this is the basic structure of a Helm chart. If you just type the want to see the structure or the tree structure of this, you're just going to type tree and the chart name hello world, and there it this is the structure which it shows on your screen, where it has different charts, templates, deployment YAML file, HPA ingress YAML file, notes, service YAML file, values.ml file, like this. So in the values.ml file, you are going to store the values, where in the charts you are just referring to those values uh, in the templates, where you are replacing the values from the values ML chart. So these are the basic Helm commands. First one is Helm search, where you are going to search for your the Helm chart template. Either you can search in the hub, as I said, in the artifact hub, or from the repo. And then if you want to install a chart, it's Helm chart, Helm install, release name, and the name of your chart. You can check the status of the Helm chart by just typing Helm status and your chart name, and you can upgrade by using Helm upgrade and your chart followed by your chart name. Rollback, Helm rollback, install and uninstall with Helm uninstall, and you can check the list of currently installed releases by typing Helm list.
Hi, let's start today's session. Today we are learning some basic help commands, and we are going to see how to install a Helm chart. Hello world. Okay, let's get started. The prerequisite for this is you should have an EC2 instance with the node ready. I have an EC2 instance here with Minikube installed on this, and all the prerequisites which are required for the kubectl to run this node, like kubectl and all installed on that. Okay, this is running, and let's copy this IP address and come to the command line and connect with this CLI, Okay, so first let's install Helm. For that we have instructions, like I have shown you the command required in the previous slides. So these are all the commands required to install Helm. So let's copy these commands. The first one is curl, copy as it is and paste it here. And we are going to change the mode. So now after typing all these commands, Helm is installed and executable. Okay, since I have already installed Helm on this machine, it's showing me it is already latest. If you are installing for the first time, it will get installed after running these commands. Since I have already installed, it's showing me it's latest. So to check this Helm version, just type Helm version. See, you can see the same version here as it shows here. Okay, and if you want to see whether it is working or not, just type Helm and you will see this page. That means your Helm is working. Okay, so now let's create a hello world. Helm create. First let me clear the screen. Okay, Helm create hello world. So it's showing it's already there. So let me just check with this. Okay, already hello world is here. Let me remove that. Okay, now let me create this again. Now it's creating this checklist. Now it's showing here created hello world here. Okay, let's go into this directory hello world, or let's just first check the tree structure of hello world. See, once if you type this one, you will get the tree structure of hello world, where I have earlier mentioned that you have chart ML, charts, templates. In templates you have other service file, deployment service file, YAML file and all, and these four are the main branches: chart, charts, templates and values. So clear the screen. Now let's go to the hello world directory. If you list here, you are going to see the same branches here which you saw in the tree structure. Here, these are the four main branches, and in templates you have another few more branches there. So we have to edit this values.ml file here. For that we go to the editor, values.yaml. So in this section you have to come to this service part and change the service type to node port. Since you are exposing this on the browser, you need to change it to the node port. Once you are done, press escape, save and exit. Okay, now we have to come out of this directory hello world. Here. Now we are out of the directory. Once we have created and edited the values.yaml file, we need to install the release. For that, Helm install, the release name, I'll give here my release and the name of your chart. Connection refused. Let me check my cluster here. Let me check my okay. The problem is I've stopped the mini cube. So this is stopped. So you have to first start this mini cube. And it takes a while. So this is a troubleshooting for you also, in case if it gives this error, then you have to check your minikube status and start the node. Let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, now you can see the kubectl is now configured to use minikube cluster and default namespace by default. Again, let's check this minikube status. It should be running now. Okay, you can see the kubelet is running, API server is running, and it's configured. Now we can install our package, my chart. Let's clear screen. My chart, hello world. Okay, you can see here name is my chart, deployed is today's date and time, namespace is default, status is deployed, and revision is 1 since you are doing this for the first time. You can check the list by typing. It's the same. I had installed hello world and I had installed my chart here, so both are deployed. Okay, so now just check your cube, minikube, whether it's running or not by okay, your minikube is ready. Now we can try on that. So now type kubectl get service. You can see here I had installed hello world and I had installed my hello world. Okay, we have changed the cluster IP to node port. As I said, if we have to expose on the browser, we need to change to node port, and it has given here the port number 32196 and 31741. You can just use any one of them for the demo purpose. Okay, both are ready. This port range might change for you because the port range changes. The port range is from 30,000 to 32,767. So in that range you may get any number. Okay, for me it is 31741. So now you need to go to your instance, copy this public IP, open your browser, paste it there, and your port number 31741. Press enter. Yeah, this one is working. Since I named it hello world, it doesn't mean that it has to display hello world here. It's just a name of that chart, but that is an Nginx application. Okay, so just don't confuse over here. So if you want to check with my chart hello world also, this port number is 32196. You can just copy your IP address, paste, and it's 32196. Same, it's working. So both the port are different, port numbers are different, so you need to mention the port numbers there. Okay, so now this is working. So we have now we have seen how to create a hello world. Now let's see some comments here. In case if you have to add a repo like Helm repo add and give you any URL name here. So I have added one repo here. Or you can first see repo list. So I have added here Bitnami with this URL. So Bitnami 1 and Bitnami Okay, so you need to check where you want to the charts, what kind of charts you want, and pick up those URL and just say Helm repo add that URL, and then from that repo you can see this one. If you want to search any chart, Helm search repo, you can just mention this repo here. To mention okay, something is wrong here. Okay, we'll see this later. Something is missing there. If you go to charts here, I said you can search for your charts in Artifact Hub, right? So here is Artifact Hub, where you have packages from verified publishers, Helm Charts in the storage category, plugins and all. So you can choose from or search for a chart from this category, or and then download it from there. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.